Nick here with ace-8 of hearts. Yes, he will make this call.
Nice hand to find in the big blind. Up against the cowboy, and an even better flop to find. Whoa, Nick flops the nuts.
Yeah, the blinds are up to 30 and 60 at this point. The 60,000 big blind ante. Back on him, he goes out. And here is Stacy.
Going up to 125 on the button with Queen Jack. Into the big blind of Austin Lewis, holding 8 deuce of diamonds. Is that enough hand to see a flop for Austin?
Now, Austin Lewis used to be in financing, a commodities trader. Lives in Lantana, Texas. He's a family man, 38 years old. And he will splash around with his 8 deuce. Flop is a king 8-6, so Austin getting a piece of that with the 8s. Gonna check it.
Yeah, he has outflopped Stacy's Queen Jack here. I saw Stacy make a continuation bet on a similar board. It was sized a bit too big for what was needed. Let's see if he cuts it down here. He does. Goes about 1/3 pot here. I like that play.
Austin says all of his winnings here tonight will go to his kids' tuition to college. And he's making this call, and the turn is a 10, giving Stacy an open-ended straight draw.
Pretty big card for Stacy. I've been wondering if he's the type to double barrel with a semi-bluff, and here he goes, firing 175, so I like his play, but I think he needs to bet bigger to really make Austin fold any pair. You see the quick call there from the 8 deuce. Not convinced that Stacy is caught up yet, but on the 9 he certainly has. Stacy with the nuts now.
What's it gonna be, Stacy? Yeah, it looks like 260. Very tough call to make.
I would have liked Stacy to go really big here, just in case Austin had a 7 and couldn't get away. I think he might miss a little bit of value with this small bet size, but holding an 8, really, really tough for Austin to put in more money. He lets it go.
So Stacy Jones will take down that pot.
Austin has a 4 handicap on the course.
Yeah, he's a gambler, so that means he's a 1. But I'll tell you, he's an interesting guy. He says he doesn't play that much poker, loves the game, and he's hanging in there tonight.
Yeah, he thinks about poker well. He's playing some great cards tonight so far, but hanging on that middling stack. Hasn't been involved too much. Stacy here with Ace King will don his sunglasses and reach for raising chips.
Beautiful hand, makes it 125 to start. Craig goes out, and now Austin with a pair of jacks. Well, that's what Austin's going to do. He's not going to play it slow. He makes it 375 to go.
And these guys are a little more than 40 blinds deep, so I think the money may go in pre-flop. Let's see how Stacy wants to play his ace-king.
I know why he's getting out more chips. Stacy's going to move it up another additional 500,000 to 875. Back on Austin. This is just a setup hand.
I don't know that Austin can do much besides
All in.
commit his chips, and there he goes.
Yep. And the insta call by Stacy. And we are flipping basically. Pretty darn close.
Austin with the small edge, and these guys are very close in chips, though Stacy does have slightly more than Austin, so he is the one at risk of elimination.
Yeah, you can think about it for like 2 seconds before you call. Make me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, I was ready to rock then.
It's about time.
This is how it's done. Finally, all the chips on the line here at the HyperX Esports Arena.
Good luck.
Let's see a flop. A flop of an ace, queen, six. So Stacy out-flopping Austin right there. Hits his aces. Never get excited though till it's over. 2 more cards. And it's a 7 of clubs. Going to the river, another 6.
Stacy's aces are gonna hold on and knock out Austin in 6th place.
Yeah, Austin Lewis, a big effort, but out. 76,000 richer.
Play online poker for real cash and prizes at WPT Global. Sign up for free today using bonus code YT25 and get a $1,200 deposit bonus.
Blinds are 30 and 60 at this point. He'll make it 145 total. Into Nick, who has a pair of 8s. And he will just call it. Our chip leader will squeeze out a Jack 9. He will release that, and our club owner Stacy Jones with a pretty solid ace 7 of hearts.
I call.
You will make this call. So 3-handed.
Stacy, it's like a flashback to the early seasons of the WPT final tables. Cowboy hat, sunglasses on, ready to go.
Look at this flop. 3 of a kind there for Trung. A 4 flush for Stacy. And 8s for Nick. Trung's gonna bet it.
Look at this flop.
150.
And I do not get this raise from Nick at all.
He is just putting these guys on nothing, and he's gonna try a steal here. 425. Power through it. Now Stacy with the big 4 flush.
Wow, and Stacy just going for the cold 3-bet with his ace-high flush draw. And often this would work out great, but not when Trung has middle set.
All in.
Nick gonna fold?
Stacy with the 4 flush. He might be pot committed.
Yeah, this is a math question now. Stacy with 9 outs to the nuts. Also wondering whether his ace is a clean out. We know that it is not.
And he's going to use one of his extensions.
Strong, I'm on a draw, brother. I'm about to be drawing at the nuts. Raise it for the flop, man.
You on a draw?
Nut flush.
That is a disciplined fold from Stacy Jones.
Should have called, probably. Got 2 cards to come. And an ace what comes over the top of him.
Was in the nut draw?
Yeah, it was.
Nut draw? Wow. You fold that?
Nut hearts, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't quite getting the right price to make that call, but a lot of players, once they make a 3-bet and they have a draw to the nuts, get stuck in there. But Stacy shows some discipline, gets away from what would have been a very costly hand.
On to the next hand. Will this time with a 9-10. And he will make this fold. Stacy with the queen 10 of clubs. We'll make it 125 to go.
And Craig right behind him, 3-bets pocket fours. Now I can see Craig wanting to isolate Stacy in position.
I call.
Thinking that he has an advantage against a recreational player, but fours really does not seem like the hand to make this play with. But this time around, Craig does 3-bet and he gets a very favorable flop on 7-5-3.
Yeah, Stacy's gonna check into him.
Craig follows through with a bet of 400,000, and Stacy eyeing his stack like he's gonna continue in this hand.
You got about 2
I got 2.3 behind, so 2.3.
behind.
But I don't know how. No pair, no draw, no nothing.
He's gonna lay that down. Yeah, Nick Papello, pair of 10s will go to 150. Will Berry, still our chip leader, says no. Stacy, bar club owner, goes out as well. Now Craig Varnell in the big blind, king 6. Yeah, he'll make the call. So king 6 versus the pair of 10s. 5-handed poker, and look at this flop. King 10-6. Nick with 3 of a kind. Craig with kings and 6s.
This is a disaster for Craig. Not only does he have top and bottom pair that only has 2 outs to the king, but this is a board where his opponent can have a lot that will put money in. So Craig makes the check raise up to 530,000. And he's hoping for action here. Has no idea that he is drawing so thin.
Nick just gonna call this right now. What a place he is in. And the turn card is an irrelevant 3 of diamonds.
Oh,
Insta call, of course. And they flip him up. Wow.
Well, you see that Craig does cover Nick by a couple 100,000 there. So if you were to catch a miracle king, he'd eliminate Nick. Otherwise, Craig will have about 200,000 left.
Oh, a queen, oh so close, and so Nick is gonna count it down and take the lion's share of Craig's stack away from him as his set holds up against 2 pair.
Well, Tony, Craig came in as the second chip leader. He had all those chips,
Yeah.
just no momentum for him, and this is a disaster. He'll be on an extreme low stack.
And the Craig Varnell group just devastated there in the audience. Nick Papello, huge double up for him. Wow.
And that will leave Craig with just 200,000 in chips. That's about 3.5 big blinds.
Okay, Nick folds. Will as well.
So I expect we will lose Craig
all in.
any minute here unless he can miraculously run up his stack. He's all in with Jack 9 here. Trung will make the call with Ace 8. So he'll need to win this all in just to get back to 8 blinds.
Yep. Good sport, though. He's taking it well. Maybe he can come back. Oh, look at this nice flop for him. He's out in front. Queen Jack 5 on the flop.
Craig takes a strong lead in this hand. Trung now drawing to an ace or running straight.
Here we go. It's a simple 7. Craig looking good to double up. He needs it desperately. Okay, and here comes the river. It's a deuce of clubs. So he will double up.
If Craig is going to attempt a chip in the chair or 3 chips in a chair run up, here's how he starts.
Craig plays with heart and guts.
All in.
And this time he's going to shove all in again with King 9 of clubs.
Well, I wasn't crazy about the King 6 shove, but I love this King 9 suited shove.
No action so far. Around to the club owner, Stacy, with the pair of deuces.
630.
I call.
Close one for Stacy, but he's getting a nice price with that dead money in there. So I like the call with his pair. He is going to be a small favorite against Craig, who again was down to just 3 blinds, and there is 23 blinds in this pot. So should he find
Shoot low, Sheriff.
a king 9 or flush against Stacy, he's very much back in the mix.
Can't we just run it?
Well, who will get lucky? King 9 versus a pair of deuces. Here is the flop. It is a king jack 4, so Craig hitting kings.
A stoic non-reaction from Craig. You can tell if he's been here before. He knows that it's a 5-card game. We'll wait to see if there's no deuces on the turn of river.
Here's 4th Street, another king. So 3 of a kind here for Craig.
They're excited.
They're excited about that king. Same difference.
It's the same thing, yeah.
Same thing.
I still
He's
think
like
it
the
is.
audience, they don't realize that changes nothing.
One more card to sweat. It's going to work out as a 5 hits the board. Craig Varnell doubling up. He's on the comeback trail. And the Varnell rail. Getting excited again. We're coming back. Stay with us here on the World Poker Tour.
Play online poker for real cash and prizes at WPT Global. Sign up for free today using bonus code YT25 and get a $1,200 deposit bonus.
But here, Trung with a pair of ladies in first position. Makes it 150 to go. Nick with ace-10 of hearts. He's going to raise to 450.
I have mixed feelings about this 3-bet, Vince. Obviously, ace-10 suited is a strong hand, but unless you know for sure you want to get the money in pre-flop, it
I'm glad I could help you out.
tends to play better as a call, so you make sure to get post-flop with the hand.
This is the pot. I need it right here. I need the big one right here. All right, I'm all in.
Wow. Craig said he wanted the big hand. He got the big hand.
All in.
And then over the top goes Trung with the queens.
Did you have any of that, Nick?
Do you really want to know the answer?
Craig Varnell, ace-king up against the ladies.
Do one hell of a spin if I win this one, huh?
Yeah.
Craig's run his money up to about 1.3 million, so here's the flop. It's a jack 4-3. Not good for Craig.
How about deuces, spades? That'll be a fair fight. Or 5 spades.
So Trung's ladies looking good to knock out Craig Varnell.
Trung wants to see a spade.
See if Craig can come back into this.
Oh, but not that spade.
Yeah. He gets the ace, but there's 3 spades out there as well.
That's right. This hand is not over. Trung still about 25% to take this down.
All right, going to the last card. Here comes the river.
Jack on the river.
You guys are all in big trouble now.
Now, what an emotional ride Craig is having over the last couple of orbits. He was among our chip leaders coming in, all the way down to 3 blinds, and you see there now 3rd in chips.
It's 1.4 right here. Oh, no, that's a million.
Things turn around quickly.
And our blinds are up, Vince. We are playing 40,000, 80,000 with an 80,000 big blind ante. Action starts with Will Berry holding King 10.
Well, this time he's going to raise it with his King 10.
Craig feeling tempted with his Jack 8 suited on the button. But not tempted enough. He lets it go. Trung right behind him finds pocket 8s. And makes this call. And now Nick in the big blind has ace 3 suited. He'll come along, so 3 ways to this flop. Everyone holding diamonds, Nick holding 2.
And the flop is a 10-7, 4, 3 hearts, but 10's there for Will Berry.
Now this this is a board that everyone will play cautiously. I like that check from Will very much. A 4 on the turn makes Trung confident enough that he bets. Can't say I am a fan of this bet without a heart into multiple players. But Trung just trying to take down this pot, fires out 275. And Will, still with top pair, will make the call holding King 10.
Will in front here, obviously with 10s. And a 7 on the river here.
Oh, Trung. Trung, you've got one of the worst hands to bet. Don't do it. I don't get this one bit, Vince. And of course, Will makes this call, and so Trung spends a little more money than necessary there to get to showdown.
So 5 players remain. Will Berry with close to 9 million.
Will, easy to fly under the radar with his subdued personality, but he's playing great poker at this final table tonight. He really seems like the man to beat outside of just having the most chips.
Chip leader defense. Really nicely done. But Stacy this time with the queens. He's got the real hand. Puts the goggles back on. Blinds 40 and 80, and he's going to make it 175 total. Let's see if he gets anyone to contribute. Nick here with ace 8 of hearts. Yes, he will make this call.
Nice hand to find in the big blind. Up against the cowboy, and an even better flop to find. Whoa, Nick flops the nuts.
Flop of the nuts when Stacy had queens. Lucky for Stacy, a king appears as well. So he's going to slow down and check this. This could get very expensive. 9 of diamonds on the turn. All right, Nick checks.
225.
Uh-oh.
I'm okay with this turn bet from Stacy. I think he's just trying to get the showdown here. Nick, as you can see there, an absolute lock to win this pot. It's really about how much can he win from Stacy.
Nick, of course, with the nuts at this point, coming over the top, an additional 500.
Time for Stacy to ride off into the sunset. Get out of this one.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Didn't even think about it. He's making this call, and it's a bad one.
He's drawing dead, Vince.
Absolutely. Another heart, but it's a queen.
No. You know, that river makes Stacy's hand even worse, but because he improves to a set, a lot of players get married to their hand.
900,000 bet.
I want to see it.
Don't do it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, nuts.
Called off his money here.
Could have gotten out of that one on the turn, but Stacy got sticky, and Nick Papillo takes down a big one.